about meow.
Wow. Oh, I missed it. I was going to screenshot it where it said you are live with all three of us. I'm going to do that.
But that would be severely underwhelming because nothing really happens.
Because would we be live? I don't know.
I want fireworks to come up on the screen as soon as we go live.
Well, no, like trumpets.
Yeah, we'll make
fireworks and trumpets.
We will make a StreamYard request.
Yeah. Yes, please. Send us your trumpets and your fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah. Beyonce, send us your clothes and StreamYard, send us your trumpets and fireworks.
Yes. Susie, you weren't there. What? Why were we talking about that? I don't know. Yesterday.
What, Beyonce? Oh, we were talking about how we will advertise for people if they send us free stuff.
Oh, there you go.
And then
so when
somehow we got on Beyonce will send us stuff.
That is right. You missed a lot of banter yesterday.
Really?
We put 80% banter, 2% workout, the rest percent I'm bad at math.
Absolutely right.
It's fine. Well, good morning, everyone. So good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. So we are going to round out Friday the way we always do, with just a little bit of revisiting our technique, and also visiting our breathing and doing some stretching. Just a light day, just so that you know some of the changes that are coming. So starting next week, we will actually start organizing what we do every day, as far as knowing which muscle groups we're working, what stage combat technique we're learning, so that you can tune in when you want and share when you think it's applicable. Another thing that we're doing is that every Monday we will actually be revisiting our technique. So every Monday we will be going over the foundation of what we're going to do for the rest of the week. So if there is ever a time where you're lost, then throughout the week, then you can just look back on Monday and be like, oh, this is what this is. So yeah, am I missing anything else?
No, that'll mean more workout and less going over, like relearning every day. So that's great.
Right. Yeah. Or being like, I only came in on the 5th week. What the hell are you talking about? You know, that kind of
Yes.
Yeah.
So no one else has to be like Susie.
Don't be like Susie.
In that respect.
Okay. Don't be back, Susie, for nothing. I'm just saying.
All right.
OI thing for all the OI people out there. All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
right.
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm going to start us off with some cupping, which is a really good way to get your electrical system, your chi, working for you rather than against you. So you're going to take your hand in a little cup like this, and you're going to start just nice and smacking yourself, not too hard to leave a mark, but just that close. All right, so you're going to start at the top of your arms and your hand. You're going to come up, give your shoulders a nice pat, come back down. Now go back up the other way, underneath. Give your armpit a nice whacking. Okay, then come back. You can bring it around like this, down the other arm. I'm going to go back down the bottom. And come back up. All right, you're going to go on your chest now. And give it a nice booty call. Yeah, you have boobs. You know, it's fun. You don't, it's fine. It's fine. It's not your fault. And then we're going to lean over. We're going to do our back, which I have very little range of motion for. So please watch Alex and Jax. They have a bit more there than I do. I just think about waking my back up and trying to kind of energize it. That's also my standard rules. You're in charge of your own body. Going down the legs now. You're in charge of your own body, right? And in case you missed your ass, make sure you got your ass on your way back down your legs. Push through the pain, unless it's sharp pain, and then stop, for God's sakes, people. And then, and the other one is, oh, don't forget the face. That's important. No, that's not the one. The other one is, if you can't do something, think about what you can do. Okay. Top of the head. I love the top of the head part.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I feel like I'm wearing ponytails all the time, so this is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think my hair is though. My Pebbles hair is doing really well today. Bam, 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 bam. Okay.
All right.
Great. Am I taking over?
Yep.
Yep, ma'am.
All you.
Okay, so throw our heads and roll them around. Roll. And go the other way. Roll. Ah.
Ah,
10 fingers. Yeah, feel free to vocalize on your own. That can really, really help.
Mm.
Wrists. Other way. Elbows. Other way. My shoulders are still killing me, Alex, from that time I did.
Oh man. Well, that's good.
But please, God, no arms. And forwards.
Yeah.
you're killing me, Alex. I mean,
So,
no arms. What am I supposed? Just kidding. Oh, remember, if you can't move a muscle, in particular, make sure that you think about moving it, because that'll still activate the muscle and the brain and the nerves. So, again, if that's something like I can't do that, then think about what you can do, which sometimes is just even visualization.
And your hip. Circles. Move your butts around, casual butts or otherwise.
shut up. Jax, my butt hurts from yesterday.
Your butt hurts?
Yeah, I got butt hurt.
Oh.
Wait, is that how you say it? You've got, is butt hurt something that you have? Or something that you are?
Something that you
Are you butt hurt?
something.
I don't know.
Left foot, left hand to right foot, and back and forth. You know this drill. Stay nice and low.
Ow. Why are you doing this right now?
My leg is like, don't you remember I'm broken? Fuck you.
And
Oh, sorry.
circles with your ankles.
Oh, so Susie,
Uh-huh.
before you joined us, we decided that what we wanted out of this workout was we wanted 6 packs and we wanted to stop swearing. So we've put a little swear tax on ourselves where every time we swear, we do a jump tuck. So what do you want your swear tax to be?
Nothing, because I'm a sailor. No, okay. My swear tax will be, I mean, I think a jump tuck's in the chair, like maybe like, yeah, that's good. That's really
Yeah. That's like, I don't even know what that is. That's like an explosive tricep press or something.
Hope it's not explosive diarrhea. Whoa! No, okay, that's bad. That's bad.
I think that calls for a tricep press. I think that counts as swearing.
That was a preemptive, like, yeah.
Sink nice and deep. You feel the stretching right here. That's where I feel it.
Yeah.
Come down under your elbows if you want. Take one hand, pop that shoulder forward.
Oh, yeah, my shoulder's still feeling it.
Other shoulder forward. Yeah. We're going to stretch our legs real quick. So we're going to go over towards our right leg and come down into a lunge. Stretch that out. It's delicious. And walk your hands over to the other foot. Bend the leg. Come into a lunge. I almost fell over.
Oh, no.
Doing and talking is so like 5 and I'm still like good at it. And stretch to the front. Kind of hang. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs. And then roll up.
Another important thing to remember, put the brakes on your wheelchair, you moron. That's me. That's for me.
Nice. How are we? How's that? Do you guys need any additional stretches before we start?
I feel good.
I feel great.
Great. Then we're gonna get right on the ground and we're gonna do some abs. So I'm gonna move you here with me. So get a good angle for this. Great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some abs, and I'm taking this from a CLAT practice, which is part of this type of CLAT is all about being able to fight from the ground or getting from the ground to standing very quickly. We're going to stay on the ground for this. So if we sit with our right foot bent in front of us, our left foot is bent kind of to the side. It's not totally behind me. It's off to the side. If I turn to the side, you can see it's just kind of right here. Nice and relaxed. Now, if somebody were to send an attack at my left side, I can very easily put my hand down to the right and block and avoid that attack. Now, if an attack were coming to this side, it's going to be a lot harder for me to really avoid that side because of just body mechanics. So what I want to do is I want to switch my feet. There are several different ways to switch your feet. This is the one we're going to do today. Is I'm going to keep my feet attached to the floor. They're going to shift a little bit where they are in space, but they're going to stay on the floor. That's important. I'm going to roll down my right side along the right side part of my back, if that makes sense. I'm not rolling straight down my spine, but instead rolling along this side muscle here. I don't know what that muscle is called. This one.
This lumbar area.
Lumbar area, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll back. I'm going to roll across the top of my back, switching my feet. See how my feet stay on the ground? And then I'm going to roll up that side.
Cool.
And my feet have switched. And then I'm going to do it back the opposite direction. Roll down my left, roll across, and up my right.
That feels really nice.
It feels
good. I don't want to get up on the other side.
Watch. Hold on. I'll answer in just 1 second. Watch my feet. So I don't want to do this. Roll. So they come off the ground. That's a different thing. Keep your feet on the ground. Roll. And come up.
Great.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. And I'm going really slow because I have one leg that has to stay out in front, but the same principle.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Jax, how much are you using your elbow to help you get up?
I'm not using my elbow. If you must use your hand. You don't want to use your elbow because there's no padding on your elbow. So that's just bone hitting floor. So if you need to come up, put your hand down. My forearm is fine. If you want to make contact with your forearm,
nice.
You don't want this. This is bad for you. This is much better. This is best.
Awesome.
Try not to use your hands at all, but if you must, then don't use your elbow.
Great. I love it.
I do too. So we're going to do this for a minute, 1 full minute. Then we're going to take a quick break. And like a quick break, like an actual quick break, and not normal us break where we work for a minute and then take a 10-minute break talking and then work for another.
That's our, so I can get in the wheelchair and do it from there. Break. That's what we call that.
Yeah.
Not really why.
We'll work for a minute. We'll rest for 30 seconds and work for another minute.
Awesome.
Good? All right.
Yeah.
Wow, let's do it.
Let's do it. So go at your own pace. Again, we're doing this. We're timing it. So go at your own pace. Ready?
Yeah.
Set. Go.
Oh, man, I really want to use my elbow.
Oh, I know.
My arms are so long I have to, but in theory, I can feel it on the elbow. So you really don't want to. You don't have to.
Ooh, that's core, though. Not using it.
It's all core. I keep sliding backwards. It's all core.
Oh, my gosh.
And I just have ridiculously long arms. So what I'm finding is if you have to use your elbow because your hands can't even help you, roll it on your arm up. So roll the back of your arm along the floor. Look at that. So that's giving your back a little more support if you're needing it.
The only way that I'm able to not use my hands or my elbows at all is if I kind of crunch up, but then there's a tendency of my feet to come off the floor.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
And that's our minute. So we're going to rest for 30 seconds. And then we're going to go again.
You're going to rest for 30 seconds. I'm going to move my ass back into the... Gosh darn it. I'll do the jump tuck thing in a second.
I just set a timer for 30 seconds, but I accidentally set it for 30 minutes.
Oh, I love that.
No, we just have to hang out for 30 minutes.
You can't change the timer now. You can't do it now. It's too late.
So Jax,
30 seconds.
Jax, can I ask a question before we start again?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if we're putting this in a practical context, where should our hands be stopping and starting the movement?
Our hands should be around our faces, ready to block or attack. So if you're always ready to throw a punch or to block an incoming punch, you're doing it right.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, keep them here as much as possible. I find that I have a lot more success if I keep my hands in front of me. It helps me to not use them on the ground and helps me to use my abs.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, ready, ladies?
The readiest.
If that was pretty good for you, try to take the speed up a little bit if you can.
Nice.
All right, and here we go.
I'm finding I can roll and move my hips at the same time by going back on the back of my wheelchair.
Oh, nice.
And I'm actually supposed to be blocking over here, right? It's like blocking on your short side that you're trying to block.
Yeah.
Blocking here is fine. It's blocking here that's up, so that's why you're rolling over.
Ooh, man, there's like a part, like the halfway point, where my abs just don't want to cooperate. They're like, wouldn't you rather lift your legs off the ground?
Right. I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground, on the foot pedals. Same thing. They're like, wee, let's counterbalance.
I can't talk. I'm concentrating. I'm gonna And that's time.
That's fun.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Longer next time.
Oh, no, I didn't make it the whole way.
I haven't taken much jujitsu, but this feels very much along the lines of like that kind of grappling, friends with the floor type of movement.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very grounded to the floor. It's very all about like moving your body and knowing your space and knowing your body on the floor.
Yeah, very 3D. Yeah. I love it.
Yay. So we're going to dive right into the next one. And I'll be honest, I hate this one. And I don't actually want to do it because I'm not good at it. But it's really, really great. So we're going to do one of my least favorite exercises, and that's a side plank. There's more to it. But for now, we're going to have ourselves in a side plank. And if you know from Alex doing this with us in the past, we want our hand to be under our shoulder, right? So it's nice and supported. And our hips to be up. We don't want to slouch like that. We want to think about pulling our hips up to the sky. Yes? So, and if this is too much on your wrist, you can come down on an elbow here and do it down here. Yeah? I might switch back and forth because I have bad wrists and also I'm weak. So, what we're going to do is we're going to practice our kicks. We're going to do a knee and a kick. And we're going to do that with the top leg. Yes? The top leg is right now. Oh, this really hurts my wrist. I'm up. The top leg comes up. Knee. Back down. And kick. And down. Knee. And down. And kick. And down.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to do that for a minute.
So, Jeff, is it okay to use your forearm instead?
Yeah, it's whatever's more comfortable for you. I might use my forearm because this is just so much pressure on my wrist, and I don't have anything to really support my wrist here.
Yeah, for sure.
And because I'm not here on my elbow, that energy is spread out along my hand and forearm. That's what makes it okay.
And from a PT thing, you do want to use your wrist, but careful. If you can do it on your fist, that keeps your wrist nice and straight. So there's a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're on a yoga mat, anyone at home, something that you can do for more support is just fold it over on itself once or maybe even twice, just for a little more padding, whether you're on your forearm or your wrist. If you have something like a weight, then that'll help you get that fist-like movement that Susie is talking about and keep it in line without putting the pressure on your knuckles as well. My dad is a workout guru, so I have this like thing where I can just I don't even know what to call it. It's a push-up assist, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna help. We'll see.
So we're gonna do a minute on our right side, so our right hand is down, and then we'll switch it and we'll do a minute on our left side.
Okay. I'm gonna do a minute on the floor, a minute on the chair.
Great.
Thanks.
All right. And again, it's timed, so it's at your own pace. Oh God. All right. I hate this. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
I know. No, me neither. Okay. Ready? And it's on.
We got this.
We got it. Oh my elbow! Jesus Christ! Sorry, friend.
If you just roll on your side and do it, that's okay.
So we're changing in the same place where we did the crunch, right?
Correct. Oh, my feet are slipping.
A minute is a long time.
I know. Oh my God, I'm getting a phone call. Stop. I gotta
The house is on fire. I have to go.
Whoever's calling me, stop.
So Jax, wait, I missed this because I was MIA. Is your foot pointed or flexed?
My foot is pointed.
Great.
I'll talk about it in a minute.
Easy, everybody. Okay, you're fine.
Good.
Fine.
Ow.
All right.
Because this doesn't hurt my abs nearly as much as it gets my shoulder and my arms. Because my abs are like, let's do more. But my shoulder, my arms are like, stop. Leave us alone. So, yes, your toe is pointed. Now, if we were doing this in stage combat, this front snap kick, your toe would usually be pointed. Because that alleviates danger of you kicking somebody with the toe of your foot. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And if you were to kick something, you could break your toes. Now, again, that's choreography specific. So if this kick we're going to make contact with anybody, I'm going to point my toes. If it's not, then yeah, maybe I might flex them. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to just
Cool. Yep. I'm gonna be using the same leg only because, well, the other one's broken. So I'm going to try this from the chair now, and I might add in some stuff, which would make me have to stop for a second and explain.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
Oh, darn. You have to stop.
All right, let's go for another minute. I'm putting my hand in front of me. That seems to help alleviate this pain in my shoulder. So if anyone wants to try that, go for it. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I'm using my tilted arm in the back of the wheelchair handle, which seems to be helping me pull myself over. So at least I'm getting some of that hip rotation in. I'd be getting more in if I could actually go up on that hip, which I can't right now. But again, do what you can.
Halfway.
Gotta readjust.
15 seconds.
Are you serious? That's halfway, isn't it? Oh, we did a minute.
10. No, I'm not gonna count.
I will be really impressed if you can count down.
3, 2, 1. Huh.
Ah. Ow.
Nice.
I know, right? Ouchie.
That's hard.
It is hard. It is hard. Are we doing another set of that?
No.
Are you high? Oh, that's okay. That's not swearing.
Do you want to do another set of it?
I kind of do, yeah. Because it sucked. But I feel like I've got it now. I feel like I understand it now.
Fine.
That's true.
Another set of it, Alex.
I mean...
We already said it, so we're doing it.
All right.
We're not
Happening.
thinking about it.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
I can be really mad about it.
I'm going to stay in the chair, then I'll get back down on the floor. So those of you who had to wait for me to do the chair, now you can do it. Still doing the same leg, still the same broken leg. So there you go.
If Susie can do this with a broken leg.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously, people with a broken leg.
You should suck it up. You know what I'm saying? And who needs more defense rather than someone in a wheelchair?
Oh, God.
If I can, I'm going to tell you a funny story while we do this. There'll be a challenge.
Back to me
All right?
from my living nightmare. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. It's on.
All right. So I have a friend. I love camping. And I said, oh, my God, I love camping. And she went, I like camping. Now, my friend Jen has my disability, which is OI, brittle bones. And she's much smaller than me. And she doesn't walk. And she said, why would I like camping, Susie? I'm just basically bear bait. I was like, oh, that's so wrong. Kind of true, but so wrong, Jen. You shouldn't look at it that way.
I didn't hear that.
She said, why would I like camping, Susie? I'm basically bear bait.
Oh, no. No.
Terrible attitude. But I get what she's saying. I do. But you know what? Push through the emotional pain, right? That's what I said. If it's not making you weep, push through it, you know?
When we're done.
Hey. I don't like that one. I'm doing it on the floor now. There will be no more stories.
We only have 1 more minute left
Awesome.
of this. Just 1 more minute, and then we're done this forever, and we're never doing it again. Until we have those 6-packs.
Until
right.
6 packs.
Which I'm several cases of wine away, so
Right.
it'll be a while.
Oh,
Yeah. Mouths of angels and 6 packs. Picking Coronas 2020.
And casual butts. All right, are you ready?
Oh,
Set.
yeah, fine.
I'm not ready.
We
Go
just
ahead.
went through 60 seconds. Go.
All right.
Oh, no.
Susie, talk more.
Seriously.
I did. I used up all my breath.
So good. So good.
I used my foot in the back to push myself back over, and I'm not proud, but that's it. I'm adapting.
We're all adapting.
I'm more worried about getting the actual kick in.
Ow, that hurts my shoulders.
I can't
Coronavirus is off. Somebody out there is doing this and they're like, this is easy. What's their problem?
Right.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No. Yeah, no.
there was a point where my kick technique was just like, just throw your leg out there.
Wait, that's not what it is?
Hold on.
Oh, oops.
I was thinking of, rather than kicking someone, more like, get away from me. Get away from me.
Yeah, I thought that's what kicking was.
I don't want to actually hit you. Get away from me. Get away from me.
I mean,
Guys, my whole life is a lie. All right. All right. So I'm going to lead us through a bit of yoga. As I say literally every week, because it makes me so self-conscious, we are not yoga practitioners.
Yeah.
If you want someone who is a yoga practitioner, there are so many theater people that you can follow. So our profession and our specialty is listening to our bodies and breathing. So if you are here to be mindful of your body, then stay with us. If not, stay, bitch. Let's go.
Squat run, whatever that thing is.
All right, I am starting at the top of my mat, if you have a yoga mat. And I'm just starting, first of all, we're trying to find a good angle.
I'm just watching.
That's fair, that's fair. I mean, you can do this first part from anywhere, really. So this first part, we're just gonna close our eyes. We're gonna close our eyes and just breathe. With every breath, I just want you to slow down your breathing just one click. We're gonna go for 5. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. Keep breathing, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to come over so that I'm clearer volume-wise because there's nothing to see here. You're just standing and breathing. So as you breathe, I just want you to be mindful of what is your body doing? How is it reacting to your inhale and your exhale? Inhale. Exhale.
Also, be mindful of where you're breathing.
Yes.
We talked about dancer breathing versus actor breathing versus regular breathing, which is
nice. Susie, do you want to go over for a second?
Yeah. So which is just a regular breathing is, you're moving your shoulders a little, you're doing nice big breaths. I'm speeding them up. You should be doing the slow breathing. If you're doing dancer breathing, you're keeping your abs nice and tight, and you're pushing your breath up into your chest, but not raising your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And you're discovering that cavity to put breath in. If you're doing actor breathing, you're pushing your belly out and then as a bellows, you push it in and put the air out. I'm more familiar with that one because that's how I was trained. So whatever works for you, just make sure you're doing nice, steady breaths. Nice deep. Thank you.
So I'm familiar with singer breathing from my own training. So that is a lot of the same principles as actor breathing, except not only are you expanding your belly, but you're also expanding your ribs.
Technically, if you're actor breathing, you're doing it wrong if you're not. But with the smaller kids, we focus on the belly.
Awesome. Yeah, and we're not thinking about moving the ribs. We're thinking about just letting the ribs organically accommodate your lungs expanding. Something else?
I had a great course teacher who talked to me about breathing with my back as well. Just letting
totally. So something else that I'm thinking about is in order to counteract the urge to rise with my inhale, I'm thinking of lowering my larynx on every inhale. So that's like if you were about to yawn, that's the feeling. It's lowering and also getting your breath silent. I'm going to bring you back to your standing position on the mat. What'd you say, Susie?
Oh, I was going to say, if you're switching between floor, back, or floor or chair, and that you can lie down on your back if you're on the floor and you're having trouble. You want to try and get it so you have most space that you can for breathing. So if you're in a chair there, but if you can switch to the edge of the chair and let yourself have more space, that's awesome too. Whatever.
Awesome. Great. So I want to bring us back to standing or an upright seated position because I want us in the position whatever your body does when it's ready. Whatever it does when it's relaxed, but also ready to move into action. If you're standing, I want to work from the bottom up. And if you're seated as well, I just want to work from the bottom up. Are you evenly distributing your weight? I'm rocking back and forth a little bit just to see where I naturally land. If you're standing, this is one of my favorites. Are you collapsing in on the insides of your feet, or are you lifting up and engaging everything on your sides to stand as tall as possible? Working our way up. Is your back swaying, or are you engaging your abs and tucking your pelvis to stay in a straight line, as straight as your body wants, rather? And another inhale. Exhale. What are your abs doing at this moment? Just notice. For me, I feel resistance because I want my abs to be firm and tight, especially after working out. And it takes an effort just to allow them and to kind of will them to move with the rest of my body and to accommodate breath in the way that the rest of my body is. Inhale. Exhale. And when I let my abs go, I'm feeling what Susie was talking about. I'm feeling that my body just wants to naturally breathe through my back as well. I think it's crazy that our bodies were made to breathe, and yet it takes so much conscious effort to get them to do what they organically want to do. Inhale, we're at our ribs now, mindfulness wise. And exhale.
As you breathe, Alex, I have a question. I was talking about the bellows. Are you still trying to keep your abs tight while you breathe out and in? Just a question.
I am not.
Okay.
I am not, just because as I let my abs go, then that allows my diaphragm to drop. You can't drop your diaphragm because it's a reflexive muscle, but your diaphragm drops if you let your abs go, and then that allows more space for your lungs to expand. Whereas if you keep your abs tight, if they're tight, then they're pulling up on your diaphragm, so you can't take as much breath in.
Thanks.
Yeah. Inhale, I'm at my chest area now. Exhale. Now with my chest, I feel like this is just my body. I know what my chest wants to do, and it's just a matter of getting everything around my chest, my shoulders and my upper back to just move with my chest and not try to restrain it or to add any unnecessary tension. Inhale. Exhale. And now I'm just rolling my head a little bit on these inhales and exhales because I carry a lot of tension at the nape of my neck. And especially if you're spending a lot of time looking down at a screen on your computer or on your phone, then this is really useful. And slow that waving or woggling or whatever you're doing to get even. And just come to the place where your head naturally wants to stand. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, on this next inhale, I want you to think about opening your jaw. I keep a lot of tension here. So if you want, just give it a little massage with your fingers. Give it a little massage with your fingers. It can either be a rubbing like this, or it can just be like a firm tapping along the jawline. Yeah, I feel it a lot here. I have Q&J, as I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So this really helps, just playing your jaw like a piano. And now, as you inhale next time, marry this open jaw with this open throat. Inhale, exhale. And now the last one, which I think is the most nuanced and kind of the most insidious place where we keep tension, is I keep a lot of tension behind my eyes, especially if you're using a screen and just taking in a lot of light that our bodies were not made to. Just think of relaxing behind your eyes, not necessarily your eyes, but behind them. And exhale. And on your next inhale, I want you to marry that release behind your eyes with your jaw. Exhale. Inhale.
Thing when I talked about visualization, see, relaxing behind your eyes, exactly. I
And
mean,
on your
not with the eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. On your next inhale, marry your eyes and your jaw and the release in your throat together. Exhale. And keep inhaling, and I'm going to talk at you a little bit. For me, I feel like if you were with us, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we talked about the feeling of when you breathe. It's like a hot air balloon filling with gas. It's like with this inhale and with this added space and this added air, you're also kind of feeling an organic grounding as well. Because as a hot air balloon rises, before it fully takes off the ground, the basket sags into the ground. That's what we're doing with our entire body. As we inhale and fill with air, we're also grounding. And exhale. So I'm feeling this movement in my eyes, and I'm feeling this movement in my jaw and my throat. And that's what allows you to sing, is this open space. On your next inhale, I want you to marry your eye movement with your jaw, your throat, and your shoulders, chest, and upper back. Next inhale, add your ribs. Next inhale, add your belly. Next inhale, add your pelvis. Next inhale, add your butt and your legs. And next inhale, add your toes. Now I'm going to lift my arms up, plug them into the sky, and on your exhale, I'm swan diving down. I'm activating my arms, and I'm just lowering my inhale halfway back, or half back rather, and exhale lower. Inhale, half back. Exhale, a little lower. Inhale one more time. And exhale, place your palms on the floor. And we're tracking our feet back and we're getting into a plank.
Because you're evil and you must be stopped.
I am evil. But we're not going to stay here. We're not going to stay here.
Okay, gotcha. No, I'm trying to figure out the adaptation.
I just want us to be in a situation to marry. Sure. I want us to marry movement with that breath that we were talking about. So I just kind of want to remind our bodies to move, but also to not forget all of the breathing foundation that we just put in place. Inhale, we're going to push up into upward dog. Or cobra, whatever you feel like. The difference is whether your knees are on the ground or not, or your legs rather.
Trying to figure out from the chair what that is. Just arch your back as much as you can. Pull everything into a rounded position. Not the knees.
Awesome. Inhale. And exhale. We're tracking back into downward dog. This feels really good on my shoulders. I want you to breathe here and just remind yourself of the hot air balloon. It's a little hard to keep that metaphor when you're upside down, but you know what I mean. This is really great for my neck too. Inhale. And exhale. I'm coming into a seated position now. Just whatever feels comfortable because we're going to wrap up here. So as you get into a seated position, I want you to check in, see if you're aligned. I mean that both sides of your body are holding your weight evenly.
I'm having a little trouble because one of my footrests is missing on my wheelchair.
Sure.
So it's super hard. So I'm almost honestly having to think about that leg that doesn't have one. Can I keep it up there without too much tension, kind of idea? Which is interesting to think about with your body in general.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I just want us to, the last thing that I'll leave you with is like, I'm trying to draw your attention to things, but that doesn't mean that there's a right or wrong. The right is whatever allows your body to do what it was made to do, which is to breathe. And to breathe as efficiently as possible. One more inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. So as I brought up last time, we are changing up our format. So next week we will be kind of reversing order. So on Monday we'll be doing foundations and technique, and then Tuesday on we're going to be working our body in whatever way we see fit. So anything else for you guys? Nope. All right, I guess not. Just smiling. All right, have a great weekend. Weekends really matter, but see you soon. Bye.
Bye.